Hey, listen, I just bought a 65-inch TV. I opened a Roth IRA. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's grown adult stuff. I'm getting a king-size bed with a headboard and a frame and side tables and a couch. I'm a full-ass adult over here. I'm a catch. If
Yep.
Latinas don't see this and think, man, I don't know. I'm just gonna go live with the monks and be a eunuch or something.
Hi, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Wrestler of the Week. I'm Franco. This is my lovely co-host that way, Drew.
I'm Drew.
And today we are joined by Bob the Builder himself.
Yeah, we got a big one this week.
Yeah.
He seems to be chilling there. Introduce yourself, Bob.
It's okay. Take your time.
Oh, sorry, that's my mini-me.
Hey.
Hey. Hi. How'd you get there? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It is I,
Hello.
Bob the Builder.
You've been out for a couple of years now on TV, man. So how you been?
Just trying to stay busy, find work, build some stuff. It's hard out here, you know.
Yeah. 1604 needs to hurry up and get their shit together, you know?
We'll get on that in 2 to 50 years.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That seems about right.
Today we're joined by the Blood of Texas. Do you still go by that?
T-Ray called me the Crip of Texas.
Okay, the Crip of Texas, Aaron Mercer.
That's
Shout
me.
out to Ray.
Usually how we start off, it's a word association.
Is this
give
therapy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We give you 10 words. You say the first thing in your head. It can be one word or 30 words, whatever you want to say. And, first off, T-Swizzle.
Anti-hero.
Nipples.
Interesting that I said that. When is this going up?
Friday.
Okay.
Nipples.
Aaron Mercer.
Latinas.
Goated.
Let's see. Shakira.
Greatest of all time.
So goated. One from Drew. Kuh.
I said forget about it, cuh.
Mike and Ike's.
Nah. Overrated. They wouldn't sponsor me, so.
Yeah.
Sex.
Overrated. No, I'm just kidding. Something that eludes me.
Wolfheart 13.
What?
Wolfheart.
Wolfheart 13. Sounds like a Twitter handle.
It's an Instagram handle.
Oh.
Roland.
I look. What?
Roland Duran.
That's his handle?
That was his handle at one point.
Oh. I don't pay attention to handles. I just look at the name. Panda.
Cartel.
El Chapo? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
Top 2 promotion in Texas, and they're not number 2.
Who's the other one?
I don't know. Anybody? Doesn't matter.
Kobe.
My goat.
3 goats.
There's a lot of goat talk in this conversation already.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Kobe, I missed.
Gotta put that in there.
And the last one is Whataburger.
3 a.m.
Okay.
You know.
I thought you were gonna say it was shit.
Is what?
I thought you were gonna say it was shit.
Oh. Whataburger's okay. It's the only thing open after shows, unless you go to Buc-ee's. Nobody can
Um,
make questions.
yeah, we have a few. This one's from Naf_210.
Oh God.
This ain't a question, but he said I meant that AJ Lee is better than Shakira.
Who's better than Shakira?
AJ Lee.
Not even close. No. He has this obsession with AJ, and that's great. She's maybe like top 5, but nobody comes close to Shakira. Nobody. Dua Lipa's close. Kathy Kelly's close. But they're still far away, too.
You hear people?
Favorite deathmatch weapon to use, and which weapon hurts the most if you had to pick one?
Gusset hurts the most. Favorite. It's not even a deathmatch weapon, but I like using thumbtacks. They're a good visual, and to me, they don't hurt that much. I mean, they still hurt, but yeah, I don't know. It's cool seeing them in people's backs and forehead and stuff. You know.
It's a funny little side note. You use thumbtacks at Infamous in June, I think, with Teflon.
Yeah.
I was ringside shooting, had my boots on, had a whole bunch of thumbtacks after because they just swept them onto my side.
Yeah.
And I barely took those out of my boots last week.
Nice.
Or 2 weeks ago during All In, whenever that was.
Yeah, usually they'll stay in mine until I have the next show, and then I'll pull them out right before I put them on. Fun stuff.
Yeah. Will Drew do better or worse than you did in his first year of fantasy basketball with us?
I didn't know you asked that.
What did I go? I think I went I only won one game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
It's so stupid because on paper I had a really good team, but according to fantasy, not even close.
Oh, well.
Fantasy basketball is like a different beast. You have to be on it every single day, and you have to make sure you get people that put up numbers across the board, not just like scorers, not just assist guys. You got to get guys that put up triple doubles and high field goal percentage and all this stuff. It's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're in it this year?
Yeah, they want to charge $50.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I only have 3.
I know. I have 3 too.
It'll be fun, I guess. I don't know.
More headaches.
Yeah, more stuff to pay attention to and waste time on.
I hope I can pick Ginobili.
Oh my god.
This one's on your stuff, and it's from T-Ray. When you hurt your knee, how come you don't call yourself the Crip of Texas?
I already answered that. It's legal issues. Somebody has it copyrighted or something. I don't know. I tried to do it and it didn't work out, so I went with blood because I can make the thing.
Oh shit. That's funny.
Hilarious.
What are some of the wildest chants you've ever heard during your career? This is from Fabian.
Well, Fabian's been a part of some of those. Areola is one. We want nipples. Fuck them up, nipples. Fuck them up. Hey, we want some nipples. There's a lot of nipple-related chants, which is really weird because I feel like my nipples are very ordinary. They're like little Hershey Kisses and hairy. So I don't understand why people are obsessed with them, but you know, when something catches on, you just got to run with it. But yeah, it's all nipple related, I would say.
Are you gonna trademark nipples?
No, I'm gonna come back as a spooky boy.
These are from my wife. It's 3 of them. How'd the bond between you and Roland happen?
I'd say it probably started heavy metal, and we were just around each other a lot, and we ended up traveling to shows a lot. I've been at the gym. And yeah, I mean, once you hang out with somebody more and more, and you create a thing,
Yeah.
you know the vibes.
Yep.
Your guilty pleasure song you listen to.
Define guilty pleasure, because I mean, I listen to Taylor Swift. I just started listening to Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina
Oh, okay,
Carpenter. I listen to like Cher, Heart. I listen to a bunch of just random stuff from 60s to now to hard rock to pop to
You're all over the place.
electric club music. Mr. Kitty, what is that?
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a. I listen to everything.
What's your playlist like? I guess like when you're working out.
It varies. Like sometimes I'll be. Sometimes I'll listen to like Drake. Sometimes I'll listen to AFI. Sometimes I'll listen to Sleeping with Sirens. That's a big one. Sometimes I'll blast some Carrie Underwood. Just depends on the mood. Very, I don't want to say bipolar in that way, but I'm very all over the place when it comes to my music. You know?
That's good.
Is it?
I think it is.
Final question: what's better, Mike and Ike's or Skittles?
Skittles.
No, it's
Everything is better than Mike and Ike's.
I didn't want to sponsor my boy, so anything's better than that.
I've been seeing on TikTok they have freeze-dried Skittles. Looks interesting. Apparently they put them in like an air fryer or something, and they like blow up, so they're like super crispy, like pork rinds almost.
Yeah.
But they're Skittles, and they do it with other candy too. Looks weird, but interesting.
Would you want to try that mayonnaise Skittles?
Excuse me?
Mayonnaise, mustard Skittles.
That's even worse. No.
Yeah.
No. Why?
Just for a clip, just for a reel, you know? No?
Nah, I already have tried weird food at wrestling shows and spicy food. I'm okay. No. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get into that, so both of us are hybrid kids, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to, shout out to Maddie for getting a tryout with the Fed, because me and you were there whenever she first started, all awkwardly and humming to herself when she would lock up.
Yeah.
So I just want to, shout out to her. That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to her. Yes. Yeah. I hope her the best. She's obviously going to kill it. And she better get that contract, man. That's all it is. So.
Yeah. Let me hold $5.
Yeah, no, right. We're there for day one, so at least $5. At least.
Yeah. Right?
You know what?
She can afford it. Come on.
All right, shit. All right, so let's get into some wrestling questions. I've always been curious. So, like, what's the mindset like going into a death match?
That. Just blank. Don't think about anything. No, I don't know. I think it starts pretty early in the day. I have to like mentally prepare myself to bleed, and it's very mental. You have to prepare yourself to take, gussets and all this stuff. And then if you're using glass, you have to prepare yourself for after, because you're going to be digging it out of your hair, which I have long hair, so that sucks. And sometimes you have to pull it out of your underwear, and then the showers after suck. They burn. But I mean, as far as like approaching it, it's just like a wrestling match. You get the same amount of nerves and everything. You just prepare yourself for more pain and cuts.
Yeah.
Don't do them.
No, I know I don't want to. But I feel like I know the answer to this one. But was there ever a moment or a phase you went through where you felt you're putting too much pressure on yourself, like performing wise? Like, meaning you had a small hiccup in a spot and it would just kill you mentally for a week and you couldn't get over it? Or were you just that person to where it happened, you got over it, and just let's move on?
So I would say before I got hurt, um, I would always put like a time limit and pressure on myself to, oh, I have to get signed. I have to travel the country. I have to do this by this age or whatever. And then I got
Mhm.
hurt. And whenever I came back, I was just like, I'm just going to have fun and appreciate the moments. And I feel like once I did that, things started taking off and I started having a lot more fun and all of that. But as far as like a specific one, whenever I came back, I wrestled Gino
Mhm.
in a regular match, and I had done a double shot that day. So I went from, it wasn't in Dallas, but it was near Dallas. So I went from San Antonio to Dallas, back to Houston to wrestle Gino, and I had tweaked my knee earlier at the Dallas show. So I was hobbled. Hadn't taken a dump all day, so you
I
know
know that
how that
feeling.
is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to take the pregame dump.
Yep.
Um, so once it got time for the match, like the first half was cool and everything, and then once we started getting towards the back half, I was exhausted, and you could very much tell. And the ending of the match was not so hot, and Gino was very pissed about it. I was very pissed about it,
Mhm.
and that stuck with me, I would say, until my next match, and I killed that one, and I was just like, okay, it was a one-time thing. And then I think whenever we ran it back the next month, we had a ladder match, and it was 10 times better. And I was like, all right, we're good now. That was a fluke thing.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's good. Um, what was the AEW experience like? Like that moment where you're in the squared circle and you look around, there's thousands of people. What was that feeling like?
it was like more calming than I anticipated, because you get walked out there as extras or enhancement
Yeah.
talent or whatever. We don't get entrances, so we just walk out there
Yeah.
in our gear. Um, but me being with who I was with, uh, there was like rumbles from the crowd as we started going out there. I even heard some people saying my name, like, because we were in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So,
The Freeman,
and the,
right? Freeman Coliseum.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, we just get out there, and you can't, the way the arena was lit, you couldn't really see out past the first couple rows.
Hmm.
So it didn't feel like several
There's a
thousand
bunch of
people.
people. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you just see the first couple rows, and I mean that's an indie show.
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, I felt pretty comfortable, and the fact that we knew it was going to be a short match, I had almost nothing to.
Really worry about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I didn't have as much nerves as I think if I were to go out there and do a singles match for 15 minutes or whatever in front of, um, but I mean, it was cool. Like, whenever we got there, obviously nobody knows what's going on. They don't start writing stuff on the board until, God, like 45 minutes before they start taping Dark and Elevation or whatever.
Hmm.
And so we were all just chilling in the catering, which, oh my God, the 2 times I was there, the catering was phenomenal. Um, and somebody was like, "Hey, your name's written on the board," and I was like, "What?" And so like I sprinted down the hallway and looked on the board, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Uh, it was wild because like uh, me and Masada were tagging, and it was weird because we were supposed to have a death match like the next month,
Hmm.
and it was
Yeah.
just weird that they put us together. But somebody said that Tony sees everything, so he might have known that's why he did it. But I highly doubt that. Um, it was kind of just like a coincidence, I think, but it was a cool experience. And then just getting to like meet different people and seeing how everything is back there was pretty wild.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Love it. Now let's sidetrack a little bit. Thoughts on the Broncos this season, and as well as the Lakers.
The Broncos haven't looked bad. They haven't looked good. They've played the Raiders and the Commanders, who are two not good teams. Russell Wilson's actually played pretty decent. I think he had like 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception last game. Pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
But I don't know. It's not looking good. I wouldn't be surprised if this was his last year.
Are you that person to be like, when it comes to sports, like too early to tell, or are you right away just like, you know what, we're gonna do good this season, or we're just gotta wait at least game by game?
I'm not a Cowboys fan where I'm like, oh, this is our year every single year.
Yeah.
Super realistic. Like,
Yep.
We're probably not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Russ is the guy. I don't know if it's the offense. I don't know. Because Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy should be like 2 of the top receivers in the league.
Yeah.
Like their upside is there. If they had a decent quarterback, which Russ isn't horrible, but I feel like they would be elite receivers. The defense is good. The running game is kind of meh right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's Sean Payton. I don't know if he's been out of the game for too long. I don't know what it is. But it's only 2 games. There's still 15 games left.
Plenty of time. Yeah.
As far as the Lakers, we got it. Easy championship this year. Easy. Don't let Dunbar tell you anything different. He thinks the Spurs are going to the playoffs.
Oh, dude.
They're not going to the playoffs.
Look, man, like he just said, I'm like you. I'm realistic about the Spurs. We're not going to the playoffs. We're not going to the playoffs. 100% we're not.
30, 35 games.
I feel like we might win 25, in my opinion.
Nah.
Yeah. 25.
How many did y'all win last year? Like 20?
Yeah.
But that's with Keldon and what's the other dude?
I call him Rodman Jr. because of his hair.
Oh, Sochan. No, there's one other dude.
Yeah.
Somebody.
But no,
it was like a combination of like 2 or 3 of them that didn't play together much, but whenever they did, they had like a very good record.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as long as they stay healthy, and then Wembanyama should obviously help, and then I think next year you just maybe get a few more pieces, and yeah, y'all should be back in the playoffs. I would think.
Yeah, I don't think I see some fans where they're gonna go like conference championship. I'm just like,
no.
Anyway, so video games. I remember you would talk about Madden quite a bit in the past and 2K. If you had to decide, which one are you better at, Madden or 2K or any other games?
I would say I'm better at Madden than 2K, because on 2K I don't even use the little shot meter. I just use what's called real player percentage. So you just hit the button and whatever
really?
So I don't have to memorize all these different shots and everything. Because I usually like tweak the sliders to have like pretty realistic stats, and I just play like franchise. So I'm always playing against the computer. But like on Madden, I'll play online and stuff, and I'm pretty solid.
Okay, yeah, you're just playing online on Madden, you're pretty good then. All right, so I have this thing where I do with the guests where I list 5 major promotions, and you give me an opponent from each of the companies you would love to work with on the first day.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so the first one is Ring of Honor.
Samoa Joe.
Nice. New Japan.
Suzuki.
Impact.
Chris Bay.
Oh, okay. I think I know this one. AEW.
Brian.
Yeah. WWE.
Kevin Owens.
Oh, that'd be a good match. There you go. Well, that's all my questions, Franco.
Yeah, very good match.
Those are all good matches.
Yeah.
What's your favorite promotion right now?
If I'm being honest, I haven't even been watching. Like, I don't sit down and watch a lot of wrestling. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't even watch wrestling. I don't know. I haven't been super into just sitting there for 2 hours and watching anything. But like, I follow everything. Like, I'll see it on Twitter. I'll like flip through the channels and see it here and there. But I don't know. Like, I watch every WWE pay-per-view, like pretty much from start to finish. AEWs, I'll skip around. There's just some stuff that doesn't really interest me. Honestly, if we're going out of those two, I would probably say WWE right now, just because I've been super into like storytelling recently, and AEW to me is just more cool matches. They have some stories here and there, but for the most part, it's just like, oh, this is a dope match. Let's do this. Whereas like WWE, there's like stories and they go in depth and all this stuff. So I'd probably say them.
What was your reaction to The Rock returning?
I had it spoiled, so I didn't even see it live. Well, somebody on Pat McAfee's like backstage crew leaked it earlier in the day because he was on the Pat
That's
McAfee
right,
show.
he did. That's right.
So I kind of had a thing there, but I think I was working and SmackDown had already started or whatever, so I was like 20 minutes behind or something. And I went on Twitter and I saw it and I was like, oh, that sucks. So I went to the thing and rewound it and watched it, and he had a insane pop, which was cool. I mean, it's a one-time thing unless he's gonna wrestle Roman. So I mean, it's whatever. But moments like those are cool.
What was the moment you knew you wanted to become a wrestler?
Like the moment I actually wanted to take steps to do it, or because I mean, I think most of us are like have always felt, oh, I want to be a professional wrestler or whatever, you know. But I think whenever I finally realized that I wanted to take steps to actually do it, this looks weird. I have all this dark light coming. Run. So funny enough, it was whenever CM Punk lost his first UFC match. He delivered his post-match speech, and he was like, said something about the only failure in life is never trying or something like that. And I was like, oh, well, you're damn right. So I had just quit basketball. I was playing semi-professionally at the time, and I just quit to make sure I didn't miss my kid's birthday. Or not as well, technically it's his birthday, but him being born. And so I was just like kind of doing nothing. And then I saw that, and I hit up this dude that ran a school, and I was like, hey, can we get started on this wrestling thing? And he was like, sure, here we go. And then, yeah, took off from there. Now we have people chanting about nipples.
Your nipples.
My nipples.
What's been the
Not
hardest
Colt
thing?
Cabana's nipples, not Dalton Castle's nipples, Aaron Mercer's nipples.
What was the hardest thing you had to learn in the business?
How to get past the awkwardness of what we do. You feel me, Drew?
Yeah. Yep.
You go in there those first couple days, couple weeks, and you're like, this is so awkward, like locking up and selling and all this stuff is
quiet.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like coming from basketball, I'd say my footwork was already there. I was somewhat athletic. Doing moves is easy. Like you just practice moves a few times, but getting over the mental, 90% of life is mental. Getting over that is, I would say, the hardest part for me anyways. It's just like wrapping your head around like, oh, we have to tell a story and we have to learn psychology of a match and all this stuff, and we have to make people believe. So, yep. That's how you finish an answer right there.
Yep. Yep.
When was the moment you knew you were Aaron Mercer?
God. I was still playing basketball and I was just like trying to throw names together. And this is whenever Daniel Bryan was a thing, like peak Yes movement. Yeah. And I was like listening to how people chanted his name, and it's Daniel Bryan. So I was like, that's the best chant ever. So I want double syllables for both names. And I used to play this game on PlayStation called Prototype. And the main character's name is Alex Mercer. And I was like, oh, Mercer's a cool name. I've never heard of that before. And I was like, but I can't rip off, the exact name. So I need to come up with a double syllable first name. And I was like, well, Aaron sounds cool. I don't think it's so unbelievable that I would be called Aaron. And so I put those together. It became Aaron Mercer. And then wouldn't you know it, there's like 35 other Mercers in wrestling. I hate it.
It's all good. You're the best one.
I would say Shane Mercer's probably better than me. More notable. There is another Aaron Mercer. He's a backyarder, but yeah. I've been on AEW, so. And then there's a Trent Mercer, which.
Yeah. And
then there's a Zeke Mercer, a Derek Mercer, which he's an announcer, so he's cool. A Matthew Mercer I just discovered on YouTube, and a Miles Mercer. There's probably more.
Y'all should do a Mercer
Mercer on a pole,
like the Addams Family. Like just put Mercers all over.
No, I'm just gonna change my name and be done with it, or get signed. Either way.
What I meant by the question was, what's the moment you realized that you were Aaron Mercer? It wasn't a gimmick anymore. Because I know back before you did Throwback.
Yeah.
So when did it change?
Oh, you mean kind of how I'm just myself?
Yeah.
When I came back from injury. Well, yeah. I was kind of flirting with it. I would say whenever I left Hybrid, I started slowly transitioning into that. I started going towards more of a kind of MMA type of thing and just being me, but a dickhead. And then I think once I got hurt and came back, I was like, I'm just going to do whatever and just be me. And then as I got more and more comfortable, the Mike and Ike's thing became a thing. And I was like, oh, okay, I can start just making random stuff a thing and be myself, and people are into it for whatever reason. And then I started wearing pajamas, and because I wear pajamas literally out in public, I don't care. And then I'm a fan of Deadpool, so I was like, I'm just gonna use Cher. Why not? And then it just goes from there. And things become things. And so, yeah, I'd say whenever I came back from injury and I was just like, I'm just going to have fun and be me. Time away gives you time to reflect and,
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm going to have another year plus to do. So who knows what's going to happen? I might come back insane. Who knows? I don't know. Do you know?
You come back yoked up.
Oh, I'm already on that.
Oh,
I don't have to worry about shows or anything right now.
hell yeah.
Maybe I'll come back Brock Lesnar. Maybe I'll get full sleeves and look like Randy Orton or something, except with beard and long hair.
That's sex right there. That's sex.
That is sex. I would not know because I'm a virgin, but that is sex.
You'll pull all those latinas.
Sure. Hey, listen. I just bought a 65-inch TV. I open a Roth IRA. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's grown adult stuff. I'm getting a king-size bed with a headboard and a frame and side tables and a couch. I'm a full-ass adult over here. I'm a catch. If Latinas don't see this and think, man, I don't know. I'm just going to go live with the monks and be a eunuch or something.
You got to clip that, Branko, and put that like on his Tinder profile or something like that. Yeah, there you go.
I'll clip it for his Tinder profile.
Yeah, 100%. That's the intro.
Cool.
The Saturday, you're wrestling Brian Keith at Texas Wrestling Cartel. If it is indeed your last match, what was your favorite match or moment, or top 3?
Favorite moment is the Colt Cabana match, just because we didn't touch for legit 7.5 minutes.
Yep. Because
the crowd was just chanting for random stuff, and I thought like, oh yeah, I'll get cheered a little bit. That was only my second match in Corpus in years. Like I hadn't wrestled there in 3 or 4 years. And I was like, oh yeah, Colt's gonna be, huge over. It's Colt Cabana. And then we got out there and it was just like complete chaos. And behind the curtain, we changed stuff on the fly and just had a match around nipples. And it was wild. Like there were signs everywhere. I made signs a thing again.
good.
Yeah, that's moment wise. Like the match was whatever. We only did like 4 moves. I think he only bumped once because I hit him with a little flying knee. And then I pinned him a little heavy and he was like, oh, geez. Caught me in the moment. So 100%, that one's like my favorite moment. But like as far as matches, I don't know if I like me and BK2 or the steel cage one better because I went back and watched them. And the first one was solid, but like the second and third one were just like so much better. I'd probably put the second one up there just because he gave me the tiger bomb off the apron onto the concrete. And I'm sick and like that stuff. So that one's probably up there. A very underrated one is me and Prince Adam at Lucha Brutal. We had I guess it was a hardcore match, and it was just we had saws in there. We were chopping each other with saws. I was gushing blood, like I couldn't even see. He went up top to a ladder, and I was like wiping blood out of my eyes because I couldn't even see up. And yeah, that one's fun. That one's on YouTube. And then me versus Shota Suzuki at Wrestle Rave. That one is very, 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 very good. I told him afterwards that's probably my favorite match, and yeah, it's easily top 3. So I would say those 3 for sure.
Hell of a list, dude. Fuck.
Yeah. Notice how I didn't name any names? I mean, you could say BK's a name, but
Yeah, I was gonna say like I think you mentioned BK, brother.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned Colt, but that's just for the moment, not the wrestling part.
Yeah.
Dalton was fun too because we wrestled with puppets, but
One final question: what's the legacy you want to leave behind in or outside of the ring?
I don't. I don't want to leave a legacy at all. No, I don't know. I just want people to have a good time whenever they see me wrestle, whether it's seeing bloody people beat each other up or a comedy match or whatever. I think wrestling can be a very cool place, and a lot of people use it as an escape for entertainment purposes or whatever. And I just hope I can contribute to brief moments in their life that they can escape and be happy. God, what a baby face I am. I should be
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, you guys.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yep.
can't forget that one.
Your comeback is what? Clothesline, back elbow, body slam, splash, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I've
hell
never
of a
had a
face.
comeback actually.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always like um something, strike exchange. I'll hit you with a little combo and then we'll go into some fall season. It's not like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's not like double down,
Yeah.
block, punch, clothesline, scoop slam, leg drop, kick out. Oh no, go to something else. It's always like
Yeah.
because I like my matches to be pretty much 50-50, like it's a fight, which all fights aren't 50-50, but and I'm a big fan of Japanese wrestling, so strike exchanges are
They're
you
fun.
could use that as a comeback.
Oh yeah, I
Ba
think that
ba
was my
ba ba
comeback.
ba ba ba.
Yep, that was my
Couple
comeback with
ducks.
Lowrider.
Yeah,
So
easy.
yeah, that was easy. What else you got, Franco?
That's pretty much it.
Really? What the?
Yeah,
Cool.
you want to talk about your mindset before your match Saturday with BK?
I don't think it's gonna hit me until the day of. I've been thinking about it for weeks, even before. Like, I would say it's been a couple months, even. Once, so I was gonna finish out the year. I was gonna go through like December. Like, I had a bunch of bookings lined up and all this stuff, and but I was like, BK has to be the last match. So I was talking to different promoters, trying to get it figured out, and Cartel was like, do you want him at this show? And I was like, yes. And once we got it locked in for this coming Saturday, I was like, there's no need for me to continue. Like,
Finish up. Yeah.
no matter what, BK was going to be my last one. So once that happened, I canceled literally everything else. And ever since then, like, dude, I've stayed awake till like 4 or 5 in the morning, just like thinking about that day, like what I want to do, what I want to say after, like what I'm gonna do for my entrance, all this stuff, and a lot of that stuff I still don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna feel on the day. I don't know if I'm gonna cry. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be my actual last match, so I don't think I will. But if it is, I mean, I don't know. It's a thing where you don't know how you're gonna feel until your music hits or you get there. I'm sure I'm gonna have the normal amount of nerves and anxiety that I usually do, and then I have a surprise for BK once he gets there that he doesn't know about yet. Sorry in advance, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really stressed about it, but it's like on my mind. I want to get it over with, but also I want to enjoy it. but it's going to be a huge relief once it's done, because then I'm done. Like, I don't have to worry about anything. I can just focus on building up my legs so I can get surgery in like January or February, and then that way I can try and come back even faster. But you never know with knees, especially because I'm getting both of them done. You don't know if it's, if I'm going to be able to walk again or I'm going to be Kevin Nash. I don't know. So if this is my last one, then I'm going to give everything I have, and there's not going to be any half-assing. There's no hesitation. I have a few things in mind, and it's going to suck, but looking back on it, I'll be glad that I did it. There's a nice little entrance that they have there that would be cool to jump off of that nobody else has done yet. So that might be a thing. But there's no padding, so it's going to hurt. If it happens. We'll see. Yeah.
You got anything else, Drew?
No. All I gotta say, it's been very entertaining. This is your last match. You've been one of the, in my opinion, I did a list a couple of days ago, right, Franco? Because the whole top 500 during a lot. But no, I just made a realistic list, but like I didn't really rank it. And you're by far been one of the best.
11?
Yeah, he has your number 11.
Can I be 69 instead?
Dude, I had you like top 5.
Top 5? Hell no. If we're being realistic, I would say 11 would be a decent spot for me.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. BK is obviously number 1.
Yeah.
Q's got to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
We could sit here and go through more names.
You're definitely top 10.
Maybe. It depends, because like what are we talking about? Are we talking about hardcore? Are we talking about comedy? Like, if we're talking about comedy matches, I'm way up there now. I could have a match centered around pajamas. Like, if we're talking about like a normal match, like I don't know. There's a lot of people that are better than me. So I don't know. Top 15, top 25, top 30.
You just want to be 69, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
Or top 70 for sure.
Top 70, yeah.
Top 70.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's like 700 wrestlers in Texas alone, so top 70 would be good.
I would love to have 501, but yeah, you're
don't do that. Everybody does that. Don't do that.
Okay, 502.
Somebody at GCWA did that a couple years ago.
What? I don't remember that.
I think they made like a shirt that said 501 or something like that.
I do not remember that. That's funny.
Don't do that.
But seriously, in all seriousness, no one gives a shit about a list. You're really entertaining these past couple of years, man. And if it is your last match, then I guess so it is. But glad you had a lot of memories with all of us in the state of Texas. So
thanks. But I got to come back so we can wrestle, right?
Oh yes, I would love that.
Yeah. You do that. I'm sure I'll be back, but you never know.
You'll be back.
I had to frame it that way because you just never know with knees.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
that's a serious thing.
Also, I don't know how I'm gonna feel in like a year. Maybe I'll just be like, I'm okay. I'm just gonna retire in this nice little bar here and go play basketball or something. I don't know.
All right, so off into the sunset with some latinas and your nipples.
Yeah. Especially the nipples.
Well, there you have it, folks.
You want to plug your social media so they can follow you on your journey with Latinas?
Why? I'm going in a darkness retreat right after.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to meet up with Aaron Rodgers. We're going to go listen to dolphins have sex to heal our bodies. You ever heard about that? The frequencies that they let out when they mate is healing to the body, according to Aaron Rodgers. Yep. At real Aaron Mercer. on
Yeah, I
Twitter
heard
and
it.
Instagram. I'll download Twitter and Bumble if you want to catch me there. Facebook is Aaron Mercer. I don't know how active I'm going to be after Saturday. Somebody said I should keep posting just so these people don't forget about me, but I don't know. We'll see.
At least like once a month.
Yeah, I'll be everybody's period.
That's it. Thank you all for watching. Catch them this Saturday at Texas Wrestling Cartel against Brian Keith. Like, share, subscribe. Peace, love, talk.